the family in the car. It's that time of year. Wonder and excitement wait at Gillian's Wonderland Pier. Try the roller coaster ride or the giant wheel and touch the sky. Summer days and nights, Wonder Bear will be your guide. Fun for every age and size. Make the summer come alive. Wonder and excitement wait at Gillian's Wonderland Pier. Gillian's Wonderland Pier. Gillian's Wonderland Pier. Gillian's Wonderland Pier.
Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of showing you a famous ride here at Wonderland Pier. This is our famous Crazy Sub. It's sat in this spot, believe it or not, since 1997. The ride was built by Zamperla, which is an Italian ride manufacturer. This ramp here was built by our crew in the mid-90s. It's sat here ever since. I don't think anything's been altered. This is the entrance to the ride. This is where guests walk right up. We have the key lock. This is very important. This is what opens each one of these doors on the Submarine. To open a door, you want to stick the key in, turn it to your left to open it up, pull it out. Inside, you can fit about 5-6 people. Make sure if the adult is riding that the adult sits on the outside by the door. To pull the lap bar down, we just pull it down like this. You wait until you hear that lock. That means that the lap bar is secure. It will not open when the ride's running. And then to lock the door, we don't slam it. We turn the key like this, and it locks. Boom. To unlock the lap bars after the ride is complete, you just push on this foot pedal. Lap bar goes up. Exit is down here, but this is one of the originals. This is, like I said, been sitting in this spot since 1997. It's been here a long time. It has not moved from this spot once. The deck has been moved once before. They took it out in the on the mid deck one winter because they were doing some refurbishing with it. But I want to show you guys something. So before the Crazy Sub came in, we had this other ride here. I think it was called the Sea Dragon. Is that what it was called? I forget the name of it, but I remember we had it here, and it sat right down here in this spot. Okay? Same ride. It was a dragon. It went like this one way and then it went the other way. But it sat right here and it was facing this way. And I believe 1996 was the final summer for that. Well, I believe, I could be wrong here, but I believe that these bolts right here was a part of that ride. I think it was, because this is where it would sit. Because do the math. You need a lot of space over here. And then right where the fire engines is, that's where the balloon race was. So you're gonna need space here. So I think, I'm pretty convinced that these bolts in this rectangle right here was a part of that ride. I think it might have been, probably. Yeah, so that's, just wanted to give you that little inside scoop there. So let's talk about how we turn on the Crazy Sub. Follow me. First thing, what you're going to do is you're going to want to turn it on. This is how we turn it on. It's the this little switch right here. Okay. Okay, now it's on. Now, there's something else I want to show you. A couple of times, now I've been here 13 summers, so once or twice we had a situation where the Crazy Sub went up in the air and the ride operator tried to put it in the opposite direction and it got stuck. So you might be asking yourself, how do you bring the Crazy Sub down if it gets stuck? We have an automatic handle that we have to literally crank to bring it down. And I remember it took about 30 minutes to get it down because it is so hard to do. And I'll show you where that handle is. Follow me. There's the handle right there. That's the handle. You crank that. We took the chain off, but you put this chain right here on that gear, and that'll turn this to bring the propellers into the position that they're in now. But like I said, it takes a long time. So let's run the ride. This is the operator control panel. This is pretty easy to operate. We have, if you can see here, counterclockwise and clockwise rotation. So the sub goes around 3 times each way. So you do 3 times clockwise and then 3 times counterclockwise. You never touch the speed, which is located up here. The ride, that means the ride's gonna go in free fall. So you wanna make sure that it's always kept at that speed. It's labeled here on the control panel what speed it should be set at. Obviously, you have the emergency stop here if you needed to stop the ride in case of an emergency. But the ride has a foot pedal like everything else here, so you wanna make sure you put your foot on the pedal. Counterclockwise, the sub will start. It will go around counterclockwise 3 times, and you want to make sure that you stop it right at the top. So right when the sub gets to the top, you tap clockwise. It'll go back around the other way 3 times, and then once again when the ride gets down, usually about to here, we hit stop or we take our foot off the pedal. The pedal serves as an extra stopping mechanism. That's what makes the ride stop. Almost every ride in this park has it. But the operator's job is to just stand here as the ride is moving.
It was just really an earlier version of the Music Express. Same action, same motion. The Music Express was just an updated version of it. It was time. The other one was getting old, wearing out.
Yes, I did work the Zugspitze. Yes, that was very, very similar to what is now the Music Express. Music Express is an entirely new ride.
I did a huge keyboard for a ride, a piano keyboard. I made that, and of course that ride got sold, and the keyboard went with the ride.
Went to town the other night to hear a noise and see a fight. All the people were running supper, suppers over and dinners cooking, and old man Tucker just standing there looking. Get out the way, old man Tucker, you're too late. We come for supper, suppers over and dinners cooking, and old man Tucker just standing there looking. Old man Tucker's a fine old man, washed his face in a frying